Keep the double bag up inside my coat. Hold a couple racks, tell 'em I love you. If you wanna be a boss, do it like I do. Yeah, get that money, you flex. I get that money, you flex. I get that money, you flex.
I'm Mr. Smith.
Mrs.
Mrs. Smith, my wife. Mary, our maid. Mrs. Martin, his wife. Mr. Martin,
His wife?
and her wife. His wife?
Her husband, you mean?
His wife? Yes, it was a part of our marriage as well.
What's the place name?
It's the Bald Soprano.
Why?
Soprano?
أخوي المرة الثانية. الله Bad accent, bad accent.
That's not wrong. You're trying to solve it in the fish and chips and English salad. Shouldn't have gone to English water. You can tell well this in me. That's because our name is Smith and we live in the south of London. Potatoes are very good fighting fats. The salad was not rancid. The oil from the grocery is better than the oil from across the street. It's better than the oil across the bottom. However, I prefer not to tell the oil is bad. However, the oil from the grocery is still the best. Mary did the potatoes very well. The last time, she liked it. I do not like them, and they're well done. The fish was fresh, it made my mouth fall. I had 2 helpings, no, 3 helpings. It made me go to double this. You have 3 helpings, how? The third time, it took less than 2 fast times. As for me, I took a great deal more. I expected that. Why is that? Usually it's you who eats more. There's an appetite for that. This soup was a little too soft. It was saltier than it. It also had too many leaves and not enough onions. I regretted it by smelling. That's some fancy stuff. The next time, I'll do it. It's a popular not a romantic verse about the name of Mr. Roosevelt has just come from Romania. It's a great specialist he has developed from the school of Unique. Tomorrow I shall buy a large one of baked in Romania. One doesn't find such things in the south of London. Yogurt is excellent for stomach, kidneys, hypothesis. It was Dr. Mackison who told me that. He's the one who takes care of the children, the Johns. He's a good doctor, one can trust him. He doesn't prescribe things when he's not tried out of himself. He had his own liver anointed, although he's not the least bit ill.
How is it that the doctor pulled through while popular?
No, because the operation was successful, the doctors was not in problems.
Because he's not a good doctor. The operation should have succeeded with both of them, or else, well, why? A conscientious doctor must die with his patient. The captain of a ship goes down into the brine deep with his ship. Does not survive alone.
A ship with a patient.
Why not? The ship has its diseases too. Moreover, the doctor is as fail as the ship. That's why you should have perished with his patient at the same time.
I haven't thought of that. It's true. So, what concluded you from that?
doctors are quacks, and all their patients too. Only the Royal Navy is honest in England.
I'm the sailors.
That's good. Here's the thing I don't understand. Here's the thing I don't understand. In the newspaper, they always give the age of the deceased persons, but never the age of the really born.
It makes sense. Makes sense. I never thought of that.
Right, comes again, sir. Associated of Watson died.
Oh my God! The poor man! Where did he die?
Why do you pretend to be sorry? You know very well that he is dead these past 2 years. You surely remember we attended his funeral a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah, of course I remember it. I do remember it, but I don't know when you were somewhere, so I didn't see that in the paper.
It wasn't in the paper. It's been 3 years since his death was announced. I remember the Association of IDs.
Oh, what a pity. It was so well preserved.
He was the handsomest corpse in Great Britain. He didn't look his age, poor Bobby. He'd been dead for 4 years, and he was still poor. A veritable living corpse. How should you believe it?
Oh, poor Bobby.
Which poor Bobby?
It was his wife, I mean. She's called Bobby Watson. It seems they both had the same name. You could never tell one from the other until you saw them together. It is only after his death that you can tell which was which. And there's still some people today that they send condolences to her. Do you know?
Well, I think I only met her once by chance. Bobby's burial.
I've never seen her. Is she pretty?
She's regular features, yet I cannot say that she's very pretty. She's too big and stout. Her features are not regular, but one can say that she's pretty. She's too thin and too small. She's mostly.
And they plan to be married those two.
Next spring at the latest.
Shall I go to their wedding, I suppose?
We shall have to give them a wedding present. Wonder what?
Why don't we give them a 7 sandwiches and should have given us their wedding, which never enough use to us? How sad for her to be left in people so young.
Fortunately, they had no children.
And so all they needed children. Poor blood. How could have she managed it?
She's still young, she might very well be married. She looks so well in the morning.
But who have taken of the children? You know they're well, they have boy and girl. What are the names?
Bobby and Bobby, like their parents. Bobby Watson's uncle, the old Bobby Watson, is a rich man and very fond of the boy. He might as well pay for the boy's education.
Oh, that would be proper, and Bobby Watson's, old Bobby Watson's might very well. They had to pay for the education of Bobby. Bobby Watson's daughter. That way, Bobby Watson's mother could marry him. And has she any money?
Yes, a cousin of Bobby Watson's.
Who, Bobby Watson?
Which Bobby Watson do you mean?
Why, Bobby Watson, the son of old Bobby Watson. The late Bobby Watson's uncle.
No, it's not that one. It's the son of old Bobby Watson, the late Bobby Watson's aunt.
Oh, are you referring to Bobby Watson, the commercial traveler?
All the Bobby Watsons are commercial travelers.
Well, what a difficult trade. However, do not.
Yes, and there is no competition.
Then is no competition.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays and Tuesdays.
3 days a week. What does my boss do?
He rests, he sleeps.
Why does he work on those days if there's no competition?
I don't know everything. I can't answer all your idiotic questions.
Oh, are you trying to humiliate me?
No, I'm not.
And all like, all they got here, Ruji yogis, powder your nose, and there's treat like a fish.
But what would you say if you saw men acting like women? Smoking all day long, powdering, rouging your lips, and drinking whiskey.
It's nothing to me, but if you're saying to annoy me, I don't care for this kind of joking. You know that very well.
Oh, my little doggy dance. What a little spitfire you are. Now let's put out the lights and go bye-bye.
I'm the maid. I have spent a very pleasant afternoon. I've been to the cinema with a man and I've seen a film with some women. After the cinema, we went to drink some brandy and milk, and then read the newspaper.
Oh, I've hoped that you spent a pleasant afternoon with a man and drank brandy and milk.
And the newspaper.
Mr. and Mrs. Mom, your guests are at the door. They were waiting for me. They didn't dare coming by themselves. You were supposed to have dinner with them this evening.
Oh, yes, we're expecting them. You're so hungry. Since within the periods we're going to have dinner. We hadn't had nothing. Shouldn't have gone out.
But it was you who gave me the permission.
We didn't do it on purpose.
I bought you a cheaper class.
The man who's over the door from Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So the Martin to step in. Will change quickly.
Why have you come so late? You're not very polite. People should be punctual. Do you understand? But sit down anyway and wait. Now that you're here.
Excuse me, madam, but it seems to me, unless I am mistaken, that I've seen you somewhere before.
I swear, sir, it seems that I've met you somewhere before.
Was it, by any chance, in Manchester that I first got a glimpse of humanity?
That is very possible. I'm originally from the city of Manchester. But I don't have a good memory, sir. I cannot say that it was there or in other days of the past.
Good God! How curious! Perhaps then, madam, I am too originally from the city of Manchester.
That is curious.
Isn't it curious? Look at I, madam. I left the city of Manchester about 5 weeks ago.
That is curious. How very bizarre. What a coincidence. I left the city at the same time.
Madam, I took the 8:30 morning train, which arrives in London at 4:45.
That is curious. So bizarre. What a coincidence. I took the same train, sir. I too.
Good God! How curious! Perhaps, then, madam,
It is indeed possible. That is not unlikely. It is plausible enough to not. Why not? But I do not recall it, sir.
I traveled second class, dear lady. There is no second class in England, but I always travel second class.
That is curious. How very bizarre. And what a coincidence. I too, sir. I traveled second class.
How curious that is. Perhaps the matter we didn't meet each other in second class.
That is certainly possible. It is not at all unlikely. But it's what have little memories.
My seat was in coach number 8, compartment 6, dear lady.
How curious that is! My seat was also in coach 8, compartment 6, my dear sir.
How curious that is. And what a coincidence. Perhaps then, madam, we met in compartment 6.
It is indeed possible after all. But I do not recall it, my dear sir.
To tell the truth, dear lady, I do not remember it either. But it is possible that we have seen each other there, and as I think of it, it is even very likely.
Truly, of course. Truly, sir.
How curious that is. I had seat number 3, next to the window, dear lady.
Oh, good God! How curious and bizarre! I had seat number 6 next to the window, across from you, my dear sir.
Good God! How curious! And what a coincidence! And again, seated facing each other, my dear lady. It is there that I must have seen you.
How curious it is! It is possible! But I don't know.
To tell the truth, I do not remember it either. However, it is possible that we have seen each other on that occasion.
It is true, but I'm not sure.
You, madam, you not the lady asked me to put her suitcase in the luggage rack, and then thanked me and gave me permission to smoke?
Oh, of course, that was so nice. How curious it is! How curious it is! What a coincidence!
How curious it is! How bizarre! What a coincidence! Perhaps then, madam, it was at that moment that we came to know each other.
How curious it is! What a coincidence! It is indeed possible, my dear sir. However, I do not believe that I recall this.
Nor do I, madam. Since moving to London, I've resided on Brownfield Street, my dear lady.
How curious that is! How bizarre! I too, since coming to London, have resided at Brownfield Street, my dear sir.
How curious that is. Well then, perhaps it was on Brownfield Street that we came to see each other.
It is indeed possible, how curious it is. But I do not recall it, my dear sir.
I reside at number 19, dear lady.
That is curious. I also reside at number 19, my dear sir.
Well then, perhaps Did you see me smelling in that house, dear lady?
It is indeed possible, but I do not recall it, dear sir.
My flat is on the 5th floor, number 8, dear lady.
How curious that is. Good Lord! How bizarre and what a coincidence. I too reside on the 5th floor, in the flat number 8, my dear sir.
How curious that is. How curious that is. How curious that is. What a coincidence. You know, in my room, there is a bed covered with a green eiderdown. That room, with the bed and green eiderdown, is at the end of a corridor between the WC and the bookcase, dear lady.
What a coincidence, good God, what a coincidence. My bedroom too has a bed with green eiderdown on it. And at the end of the corridor between the WC and the bookcase.
How bizarre, curious, strange. Then, madam, we live in the same room, we sleep in the same bed. It is perhaps there that we have saw each other.
How curious it is. What a coincidence. It is indeed possible that we met there, perhaps last night. But I do not recall it, dear sir.
I have a little girl, my daughter. She's 2 years old. She lives with me. She has a white eye and a red eye.